What is up, guys? Welcome into a brand new video. Now today we are going to be talking about Cricket 24 once again. Some bad news, I have to admit. In the last week, Big Ant have released AFL 23. Now, it has not gone down that well, I have to admit. It's the usual Big Ant release. They should have seen my TikToks from about 18 months ago when Cricket 22 released. It really hasn't gone as they've planned. There's quite a few bugs in the game. I'll show you one here. So, as you can see by this, you can just run to the other end of the pitch. Completely just run to the other end of the pitch. Does not matter. No one's going to tackle you. I have no idea what they were thinking with this game. I don't understand why they would release it in this way. I saw a lot of early play testing on this game because I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm not a massive AFL fan. But for the simple fact of they're making Cricket 24, we're going to have some of the same features in the game. And on this, you can literally just run to the other end. I mean, what's going to happen? The batsman's just not going to hit the ball in the next one? Who knows? I don't know. I could not tell you. So in response to this, Big Ant then tweet out, our team continue work on AFL 23 this weekend to bring the game improvements ASAP. Patches will be available for Steam with a limited weekend ability to patch consoles updates for those will be released on Monday. We sincerely appreciate your patience as we navigate through these issues. These issues should have been brought up in the first instance of the game being played. If these problems didn't seem to be on the early gameplay that I saw actually be in the game. Apparently it was a couple of glitches and they said it would be worked out. But from what I've seen, this game is just completely unplayable. Like, you cannot do anything on it. And the people of Twitter told them what they thought. So one tweet was, I'd throw the towel in now. You lot are yet to make a decent game. Cricket 22 gets a lot of hate, but I think Cricket 22 was a decent game. It did me well. Knock knock, anyone there? Don't know if you guys are aware, but you released a game today that is an absolute dumpster fire at present. Any update or explanation would be appreciated. I'm not 100% sure what this means for Cricket 24 going forward. I mean, Cricket 22 had its issues on day one. This was blamed on COVID and things like that. But this, from what I can tell, the development of this game is completely COVID-free, along with Cricket 24. So, are we going to expect the same glitches? Are we going to have to wait 3 months until after release until this game is going to be playable? I really hope not. I'm really hoping for a decent game because I think we deserve one. I think this game can be really good. But from what I've seen from the AFL 23 release, I understand that there's a few more kind of mechanics in the game that aren't necessarily in cricket. Cricket's probably a lot simpler of a game than AFL is. Or Aussie rules or Australian football or whatever you want to call it. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to see this ironed out pretty quickly. And if Big Ant want to prove themselves and get this stuff sorted out really quickly, then that would be absolutely fantastic. Just so we have a little bit more excitement leading up to the game. The graphics look okay. They don't look EA level. So there is still a little bit to be desired with them. I would like to see an improvement from Cricket 22 to Cricket 24 with the graphics. But as I've said in multiple times, I think I've said it on videos, I've said it on streams, I've said it on threads on various forums, saying that graphics aren't necessarily the end all and be all of how good a game is. Look at Call of Duties, for instance. My favourite Call of Duty is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Did that have better graphics than the game that's come out, the latest Modern Warfare 2 game? No. Did I enjoy the last one more? Yes, of course I did. But whether that's a nostalgia bias, who knows. But I don't think it has to be perfectly graphic. The gameplay's got to be good. It's got to be clean. It's got to have loads of content with it. I'm still confident. I'm still confident when it comes to Cricket 24. I think we are still going to have a good game. I don't think anyone should be scared off by the AFL 23 release, but it is a little bit worrying to see. I'm still going to buy this game day one. I mean, let us know down in the comments. Are you going to buy it the day one? We have no other cricket games. There's a couple on mobile, but I don't want to play mobile games when I'm sat at my desk. I want to play PC games. I want to play console games. I don't want to always have to play a mobile game to have any real decent cricketing games. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm still going to buy the game. I'm going to tell you guys how it is and obviously bring you as much news as I possibly can leading up to release of the game. Now, we have also had some more information come out. There has been a kind of a release date coming out of the 30th of June. Now, this could be a placeholder for a day because we don't actually have one yet. I'm probably expecting a trailer for the game I'd say in the next couple of weeks, probably mid-May. Maybe we even get like a Nets mode, which would be really good like we got last year. Just something to kind of get your hands on the game and see how it's playing. If this game does release on 30th of June, I think they're missing out. I think they're missing out a lot. I think they're missing out on probably... I mean, when are the Ashes going to start? I mean, it's starting to get hyped up now, but the Ashes being hyped up probably 2 weeks before, people really wanting to get involved. So if they could release this game on the first week of June, I think that is prime time to release this game. I think there's going to be a lot of hype around it. If you wait 2 weeks until the Ashes are into it and there's like 3 weeks after the Ashes left, I think you're going to miss out on a lot. So I would like to see this date changed. If it comes out on the 30th of June, which I could actually see happening. So the AFL game, which was actually delayed, was due to release on the 14th of April. It then got pushed back to the 4th of May. But the 14th of April date was 2 weeks after the AFL season started. So we're going to get this 2 weeks after the Ashes started. The AFL season is obviously a lot longer than what the Ashes is, only being 6 weeks this year to fill in for the 100. So who knows? I don't know. The thing that also worries me is that the AFL game had a lot of delays. It was meant to be released on the 14th of April. It then got pushed back to the 4th of May. So pretty much 3 weeks after it was initially meant to release. And that hasn't even come out on Xbox yet. That's still just a PS4 and a PC game. They're struggling with physical copies of the game. So I don't actually know if that's going to be Big Ant's fault, if that's going to be Xbox's fault, if that's going to be some sort of disc printing company's fault, if it's an immigration thing. I have absolutely no idea. I just know that that game is not currently available on Xbox. You can only buy it on PlayStation and PC. So it would be a shame to see one console miss out. I don't think that's going to happen here. I think they'll probably learn from some mistakes. I mean, the AFL game isn't due to come out until... I believe it's, some people are saying the end of June and some people are saying the middle of June and some people are saying the start of June. Again, this is the problem that I said in the last video, is that there seems to be no real talk from Big Ant. There's a lot of, we're fixing stuff, but it's a lot of, they're taking stuff out the game to try and fix it. They are not telling you when you're going to be able to have your Xbox copies. Okay, they might not be able to give a precise date, but just... early June, we're going to have it sorted, and then someone needs to sort that problem out. They need to have some sort of clarification with the community, and it's things that we've asked for in Cricket 22. It's what we've asked for in Cricket 19. I mean, going back to one of the first Big Ant cricket games there's been, we're always looking for a little bit of clarification on what's coming out, when there's going to be a patch, what we're expecting in the patch, and things like that. It's just like, we have a patch now. Here it is. It's fixed some things. It hasn't fixed everything that you asked for, but they don't acknowledge that. So I would like to see a little bit more transparency with the community, whether it's a cricket game, whether it's an AFL game, whether it's a tennis game, a rugby game, it doesn't matter. And this, do you know what? It goes broadly across all game creators. Is it just be a little bit more transparent with your community? Just tell them what's happening. Because that's all they want to know, is when it's going to be fixed and how it's going to be fixed. Guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I very much hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to leave a like. Please remember to subscribe. Let us know, does AFL 23 being an absolute flop on release put you off maybe just a couple of days seeing how the game is until Cricket 24 is kind of in a final patch, hopefully, and it's going to be somewhat playable at the start of the game. But guys, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.